Hello everyone, my name is Celia. For this assignment, I'll be going over my graphs. So I chose the question of how many search results for fascism were done over a period of 7 days. And I chose 7 days because it would be a smaller data set and easier for me to analyze. I found this set online and just uploaded it into Excel. So here I've got a bar graph, and on the x-axis is every hour for every day over 7 days, and the y-axis is how many search results for fascism were within that hour. And then I'm also going by 50s on the y. And I think for the bar graph, it's helpful here, you can already see, because you can clearly see 100 is around the maximum for this data set, and you can see where it reached out towards that 100. But pretty much every piece of data is close to each other. It's not too all over the place. But I can also edit how the axis is here. The units I have are by 50. So if I were to bring it down to 10, it would be much more spread out. There would be less space. So I think it kind of makes it look as if the maximum outlier here is more significant because they're so squished in together. And so I also looked at a line graph so I could compare it to the bar graph. I have this going by 50s, just as I did with the bar graph. And you can see very clearly how things transformed over time. In the very beginning, it shoots up at a really rapid increase right there. And I think that's because it's a line graph, because you can see the increase or the decrease and how intense that decrease or increase was. However, everything's pretty much within 50 to 100, so it kind of looks like there isn't too much variation. But day to day, it does seem to go up and down, up and down, up and down. And if I were going to edit the axis, maybe down to 10, it makes it seem that there's more of a range. It's not all compacted in there. So I think this, if I go by 10, it tells more of a story of, I guess, the search is kind of changing rapidly. So I think that going by 10 is better to portray a more dramatic story for this one. And it's better for showing the change over time. You can clearly see that it kind of goes up and down every day. And the bar graph, I think, is better just for seeing, oh, here on that hour, it went way up to the maximum. Why did it go to the maximum that hour? Okay, and that's all I have.